We're live?
Yeah, do you want me to stop it?
No, leave it.
Understand that.
1, 2,
But
3.
it's too late to change it.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But anytime, and but once it's done, I can download it and I can use it on the school. But I can't do it now. Yeah. Right.
Why is it waiting for person?
Go back. Don't go to that one. Start it again.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like refresh it. Don't just use one you had.
That's what Jeremiah
Oh, read this to know when. Oh, you have the flags there? Look for them.
Flags?
The flags. It should be there. Let's freeze this. And let's freeze the other one. Okay, let's freeze that one. So check for the flags there, please, make sense.
The videos of the flags?
Yeah.
This one? Which one do you want first? Or which one?
Which anthem is first, American or Israel? Anat, American first or Israeli?
What?
The anthems.
It'll first be American,
American.
U.S., and then.
Did you set this up to loop?
No, I was still working on that.
Oh.
Okay.
Cool. Gabi também, Gabi. Brian. Como más o menos unos 25 minutos o media hora. But we need to go there.
Hey, graduates. Hi. So, what I want to say to you is something about the motto of the school. You know that you're graduating from a school that says it's for the heart and mind and soul. We know that all of you have wonderful hearts and minds and souls. We know that you've learned a lot, and we know that you are filled with dreams of what you will do. But I want to remind you of another triumvirate, that is, three things that go along with heart and mind and soul, and I hope every time you think of one, you'll think of the other. The reason why you went to a school that was in a synagogue is because we're not only about the heart and mind and soul, we're also about God and Torah and Israel. And I want you to think about that. What is the heart of the Jewish people? Our faith in God. What is the mind of the Jewish people? Our learning of Torah. And what is the soul of the Jewish people? The love of the people and the land of Israel. We want you to live good lives. Safe, healthy, happy, adventurous lives, but also meaningful and passionately Jewish lives. So I pray that your hearts and your minds and your souls will be tied to God, to Torah, and to Israel. And that in the future, when those things fill your lives with meaning and beauty, you'll remember that at least part of it began right here at Sinai on this day.
Welcome parents and grandparents, family and friends. Welcome teachers, staff, administrators, and Sinai Temple clergy. And welcome to the Sinai Akiba board. And of course, welcome to the class of 2019. One of my earliest memories of the class is Trevor Lamashaw and Adam Lee, then second graders, seeking me out in the hallways. I can imagine them right now. They would run up to me, flash this delicious grin, and say something very precious and very precocious like, "Hi, Dr. Shulkin, how are you today? Did you do anything interesting? Did you have an interesting meeting?" By the end of the first day of school, this is, Trevor, if you don't remember it, I am telling you it's true. By the end of the first day of school, my first day in this job, both of the boys knew my name. They made it a point anytime they were on the second floor to stop by my office, and they held the door for me and for everyone else. I remember thinking at the time how warm their welcome was, how they made me feel a stranger at the time, at home. Every year, As I prepare my graduation remarks, I reread your Kabbalat Shabbat reflections, and I am always struck by how often you describe school as your second home. The idea that so many of you identify school as analogous to home is not only unusual for middle schoolers, but it was striking in the middle of your study of homelessness. Through that study, you realized that having a home is so much more than about four walls and a roof. When you describe your second home, you're not talking about the physical space, you're not talking about the third floor or the library or even Cone Chapel. You're talking about the way that you feel when you walk up the stairs in the morning. You're talking about Mrs. Friedman, who knew you when your front teeth were missing, sneaks a hug from you in the hallway, or when Miss Lawrence greets you a couple every morning, or when Miss Basheri speaks lovingly about you at your bat mitzvah. You're talking about a home where your friends cheer wildly for you as you win an award they deserved themselves. And you're talking about a home that when you go down to the ECC, you may have forgotten the names of your teachers, but you still feel a powerful sense of connection. Home is the feeling that somebody is always waiting for you when you arrive, and someone will always miss you when you're gone. Yehuda Amichai, Israeli poet, one of my favorites, in a poem, My Mother's House, writes the following words. Your steps on the stairs have always stayed with me, never coming near and never going away, like heartbeats. We have heard your steps on the stairs from the time you were toddlers, and we will hear their echoes even as you are gone. All of your formative years were here you formed your identity, and here you became who you will be in the world. And we hope you hear the echoes of our steps. We hope that you hear your teachers, your grandparents, your rabbis, your parents, many of whom sit before you today. Our steps, your steps, like heartbeats, conjure up that feeling of home. In a city where homelessness seems insurmountable, a country that can feel divided, and in a time that technology makes you feel anonymous, you have had the uncommon privilege of growing up in a home defined by connectedness. Every day you step foot in the building, you knew you mattered. Your experience of home is an accumulation of many small moments, and we of course have a biblical model for this. There's Abraham greeting the three strangers in his tents. Every gesture of Abraham was recorded by the rabbis, and we are told that as soon as he saw the men, he runs to them. He washes their feet. His welcoming isn't passive. He is actively looking for those who feel that they might not belong. Like Trevor and Adam so long ago, Abraham hurried to make others feel at home. Why do you feel at home? Because we know your name, your parents' names, your siblings' names, your grandparents' names. Because we were there when you lost your brother, your father, your grandfather, when you went into the hospital unexpectedly, and when you ran a middle school program on Hanukkah, when you presented your TED Talk to the board, and when you boarded and deplaned from Israel. You are at home because you are known and valued. So what is my best advice as you sit here moments away from leaving your home? Be like Abraham, hurry to be kind. Hurry to greet others, learn their names, and make them feel important and valued, as we have all done for you. When you go to high school, sit with somebody new at lunch, look someone new in the eyes and say good morning. Welcome somebody who needs a friend. Be bold, be active in making others feel seen, including, no, actually, especially those who are different from you. Do this, and you will create a home for them and yourselves, wherever you go in the world, high school and beyond. Mazel tov to our 8th grade class. May you continue to go from strength to strength.
Good afternoon and welcome to graduation. My name is Pam Weisberg and I'm the board chair of the Sinai Akiba School Board and the very proud mother of 2 sons who attended this school. Today is a very special day, graduating from your home here at Sinai and moving up to high school. For many of you, this is truly the place that you've grown up, starting with mommy and me classes. I want to point out that next time I do this, I'm going to ask Rabbi Wolpe and Dr. Shulkin what they're going to say first before I give my speech, but sorry. I think we all have the same theme here going on. While I'd like to focus a little bit differently. While graduation is your achievement, it's important to remember that you did not arrive here on your own. Look around you. Today is the culmination for all the people who care and love you. What seems like so many years ago, before you could read or write, your parents envisioned that Sinai Akiba was the place that would best prepare you for the world, academically, socially, and spiritually. The friendships and community that you have created here will remain with you forever. Graduates, your families are very proud of you today, and they know what you will accomplish in the future. They have very high hopes for you, and they will always believe in you. So please, give them a hug and a big thank you. Your parents started you in the right direction by sending you to a school that offered you a first-rate education, as well as an excellent grounding in academics, Judaism, and a strong work ethic and discipline. And your teachers worked to help you achieve your academic goals, surrounded by a strong and loving community of friends, providing a safe place to grow, to fail, to get back up again, and keep learning and growing. Melinda Gates, at her own high school graduation, said, "If you are successful, it is because somewhere, sometime, someone gave you a life or an idea that started you in the right direction." Remember, you are indebted to help someone just as you were helped. As all of you have learned here at Sinai Akiba, and as Melinda Gates said, we each have an obligation to help someone else. I know that as you grow and mature, you will all think about how you can pay it forward and help others. Now, when I graduated high school, which is many, many years ago, the students all wore pins that said "Question Authority." You all are very fortunate to have gone to and raised in a community that values and encourages questioning and critical thinking. So as you start on your new adventure of high school, my advice to you is to keep asking questions and continue to work to shape the world to create a better place for those around you and for those to come. I know that great things are coming to each and every one of you, and you should all feel very proud of your accomplishments. We all look forward to seeing what you will achieve in the future. And as I said in the beginning, this is your home. So please, don't be a stranger. Come back, visit us often, and we all hope that you will join in the activities that are all here with Sinai for teenagers. Mazel tov and congratulations to your families.
Thank you.
Dear graduates, faculty, parents, family, and guests, I would start with Mazel Tov and V'atzlacha to our exceptional 2019 graduate. I would say be blessed on moving on into the next chapter in your life and continue to embrace and implement the Jewish values that our school instilled in you. It is my privilege to present the Nissanov Israel Zionist Advocacy Alumni Award to a recipient who demonstrates strong leadership and courage on behalf of Israel. I'm very excited to present this award to a young lady that I know very well, and I'm very proud of her and her accomplishments. This lady has been involved and fully invested in Israel advocacy since the years that she has been a student in Sinai Akiba Academy Middle School. She focused and put forth significant and endless efforts to make a difference, educate, and advocate to support Israel and Israel causes. She sets a powerful example of values for our current graduates and future ones. You can read about her in the program as well. Many of her accomplishments are listed there. I'm very honored to present the Nissanov Israel Zionist Advocacy Alumni Award to Ariel Mutar-Zadeh.
Good afternoon, and congratulations to the graduating class of 2019. It's been an honor to be part of our extraordinary grade, and it's a privilege to have the opportunity to speak on your behalf. First and foremost, I'd like to thank Dr. Shulkin, Mr. Agner, Rabbi Fai, and all our valued teachers and faculty. I would like to start off by asking everyone a simple question. What's the point of school? No, seriously. What have you been doing each and every day for the past 10 years? Learning the colors of the rainbow? Singing Hebrew songs? Maybe correct comma usage? Adults, tell me the last time any of you used the quadratic formula. All jokes aside, in addition to all the things we've learned that can be measured by tests and quizzes, I believe the most important aspects of school are the out-of-classroom experiences we share, as well as the values that enable us to coexist with others and make a meaningful impact on the world. Elementary school is where we learn how to be responsible, have pride in our identity, and develop hobbies and passions. Apparently, Sinai did a pretty good job at allowing that to happen. This can be exemplified through a recent journey to the Holy Land of Israel. While on this trip, we did things like swimming in the Mediterranean, praying at the Kotel, climbing the Sada, and who can forget our most exciting donkey ride of our lives? Through experiences like these, classmates became friends for life, teachers became role models, and a foreign country became our home. To illustrate this, I'd like to focus on one of my favorite experiences, the better intent. Gathered in a circle under a tent, our grade bonded through drumming and singing popular Bedouin melodies. Additionally, each person had the chance to play a little solo. Furthermore, we had the privilege of hearing a Bedouin woman teach us about the Bedouin culture, a culture that values hospitality to all, and her inspiring story of standing up for justice for women. In the same night, congregated around the bonfire, we laughed and sang songs with freshly made s'mores in hand. We even had the chance to mingle with another 8th grade group from Florida. At that moment, I was in awe. Looking around at each person, I thought about all the ups and downs we had, all the times we've been together, and all the change we went through. It was only a year ago when our voices sounded like Elmo. At that moment, I felt as if we were all one large, unique, and loving family connected through the love of Judaism and Israel. That was the most special and cherished moments we shared. While growing up in Sinai, we have learned many Jewish values and ethics. One of those that stands out to me is the ideal of tikkun olam. Often known as repairing the world, tikkun olam is the belief that through derech eretz, or good deeds, we have the capability to change the world for the better. And the special thing about tikkun olam is that no matter your color, no matter your gender, no matter your sexual orientation or religion, you still have the power to make the world a better place. This concept is a perfect way to explain the type of graduates we are. As Jews, when we see injustice in the world, we have to take action. We don't stand idle as if nothing is happening at all. When a classmate is being excluded, we rush to have them join. When someone drops their binder, we hustle to pick it up. When someone is having trouble, we go out of our way to clarify and help. These small little acts of milut chasadim have created a unique environment in which everyone is joyous and successful. Sinai has been the home away from home for as long as I can remember. It has been the place where we learned our passions, cultivated our moral sense, and instilled our hearts with Jewish pride. Over the years, we have developed into intelligent, driven, and respectable young Jews with the capability to change the world. I'm ever so grateful for creating a unique bond with my peers that will last forever. And I know that together as one family, we will utilize all the skills and values we have grasped to ensure we live a successful, honorable, and dignified life. Congratulations.
Dear teachers, we cannot thank you enough, so we won't. Just kidding.
To all the Judaic Studies teachers, we want to thank you for all the Jewish values you have instilled within us.
And for providing us with the tools that have shaped our own moral compasses.
To the General Studies teachers, you have not only taught us facts, but have also guided us compassionately through the years in this pivotal journey of our lives.
But there is one theme that has been present throughout all of our teachers.
And that is that you don't just teach us how to think and problem solve, but also have provided us with the life skills that we will use when shaping and making our own futures.
Finally, to all the teachers,
from mommy and me to 8th grade,
there is only one thing left to say.
Thank you for not only being our mentors, but for being our #1 supporters and making Sinai feel like our home away from home. Any success you achieve in the future will be due in part to you and your passion and support. Thank you. We are here to recognize awards given to fellow members of the class of 2019 for outstanding achievement. Please hold your applause until all the names are read.
This year, the Ezra Scholarship Award for High Achievement in Judaic Studies was earned by Isla Kaplan. Isla also earned the Spirit Ruach Award, given to a student who has been an ambassador for the school and a positive force in student life and school spirit.
The Mind and Torah Award for High Achievement in General Studies went to Joshua Rusa.
This year, 3 Shafai Awards were given to students who demonstrated a commitment to personal development growth, and fulfillment of abilities. They are Ariel Hansab, Brian Nazar, and Sophie Portman.
The Community Service gave me the Chassidim Award for an ongoing and extraordinary commitment to a project that serves the community outside of Sinai Akiba and Sinai Temple was given to Jonathan Sherman.
Joseph Carlin earned this year's Soul Avodah Award, given to a positive role model for both communal and individual compare.
Let's give a round of applause to all the award winners.
Today, I would like to talk about Winnie the Pooh. I know. What does a childish and naive bear with a concerning addiction to honey have to do with our graduation? I should be talking instead about the advanced lessons of 8th grade, one of the most meaningful moments of our recent, incredible Israel trip. But I can't resist talking about good old Winnie, because he embodies how I feel about this moment. Grateful. Recently, Rabbi Wilpe asked our 8th grade class what we liked most about Judaism. This was difficult for me. Was it the community? The food? Well, food definitely plays a big part, but I wasn't willing to admit that to Rabbi Wilpe. Rabbi Wilpe moved on, asking us about our favorite prayer. This was an easier question for me. The Shehecheyanu is the answer. When I see a breathtaking view or feel like a moment is particularly special, I always like saying the Shehecheyanu because it feels like a mini celebration. But Rabbi Wilpe's questions got me thinking. Other than the fact that it feels like a mini celebration, what really drives me to recite the Shehecheyanu? After pondering this question for a couple of weeks, I narrowed it down to 3 reasons. Returning to the present, giving meaning to life, and being happy with our portion. This is where Winnie the Pooh and his concerning addiction to honey come in. Reason number 1, returning to the present. I don't know if you've noticed, but Winnie the Pooh has a lot of anxiety. He is always either stressing about Christopher Robin's whereabouts, his friends' problems, or where the nearest honeypot is. But when he finds a honeypot, his concerns melt away, and he's brought back to the present moment, which isn't nearly as daunting as the what-ifs he has swirling around in his head. Gratitude is our honey. It allows us to focus on the many blessings in our lives and forces us to take a step back for just one moment to praise God and stay in the here and now. Reason number 2, giving meaning to life. What is the meaning of a special moment if you forget it within a year? Who else has it affected other than the people who experienced it? The Shehecheyanu reminds us that every beautiful moment is a gift, no matter how seemingly insignificant. Winnie the Pooh relishes even a mere pot of honey because he understands that it's the simple moments that give life meaning. Because after all is said and done, we've been placed on this earth to enjoy life. Reason number 3, being pleased with our portion. What would happen if we didn't appreciate the good things in life? Well, we would constantly be searching for something more and not recognize just how good we have it. This circle can lead to greed, envy, and regret. But acknowledging our blessings allows us to know that this world spans beyond ourselves, and we are blessed to be a part of it. When Pooh eats honey, he is so grateful that he is wholly and completely satisfied. So, after having all these thoughts and watching many random Winnie the Pooh clips, I have an answer to Rabbi Wilpe's questions. My favorite part about Judaism is that we are literally commanded to be grateful.
And my favorite prayer is the Shehecheyanu. Reciting the Shehecheyanu helps me step back from the stresses of life, recognize that life has meaning, and be happy with what I have. So, as the class of 2019 prepares to graduate, we would like to practice a little bit of gratefulness. Gratitude, sorry. There is so much we are grateful for. To our parents, thank you for supporting us throughout our Sinai journey, for cheering on our successes and holding our hands when we stumbled. To the Sinai staff, lay leaders, and maintenance team, thank you for working so hard every day to make our school a place where we enjoy learning. To the security officers, thank you for keeping us safe and secure and for cheering us on during the grueling mile run. To the clergy, thank you for instilling a love of Judaism in our souls and preparing us for the intimidating task of becoming a bar and bat mitzvah. To our incredible teachers, thank you for helping us develop into conscientious, well-informed individuals. Thank you for being patient with us as we found our path, for sitting with us in study hall and explaining that concept to us for the 10th time, and for setting the example of how to be a mensch. And finally, thank you to my classmates for shaping me into the person I am today and for being by my side in all the right moments. Our hearts were small when we started here, in Mommy and Me or a bit later, and over the years, they have filled with appreciation. As we move forward, we will take with us all these wonderful lessons and experiences. As Piglet puts it, even though he had a very small heart, it could hold a rather large amount of gratitude. Thank you. We make a tradition in our neighborhood.
Mazal Tov, 8th grade. We are so proud of you. You have had an amazing run over all of these years, and now you're a big 8th grader. It's amazing. There is a passage that we say at the end of learning a Mishnah or Gemara, some rabbinic text, which is called Hadran Alach. It means we will return to you. The learning is not over. We will continue to learn. And it is my wish for you that you continue to learn, to come back to us, to return to us, and share with us all of your amazing accomplishments in high school, college, and beyond. Mazal Tov, you're the best.
Graduating class of 2019, I will miss you so much. It is hard to believe that you are done with 8th grade. I remember when you were in kindergarten. I wish you the best of luck. Please come back and visit us.
If you ever find yourself stuck in the middle of the sea, to find you. If you ever find yourself lost in the dark, you can't see. To guide you. Find out what we're made of. We are called to have our friends in need. You can count on me. Like 1, 2, 3, I'll be there. And I know when I need it, I can count on you. Like 4, 3, 2, you'll be there. 'Cause that's what friends are supposed to do. Oh, yeah. It might seem crazy what I'm about to say. Sometimes she's needed to take away. Hop in the room, never go face. With the air, I gotta scared, baby, about the way. Because I'm happy, come along if you feel like I'm come along if you feel like happiness is true. Because I'm happy, come along if you know what happiness is you. Because I'm happy, come along if you feel like that's what you want to do. You come back news, talking this and that. Give me all you got, don't hold back. I should probably warn you, I'll be just fine. No offense to you, don't waste your time. Here's why. Because I'm happy, come along if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm happy, come along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Because I'm happy, come along.
8th grade graduates, Mazal Tov. Each of you is an incredible individual, and I enjoy watching you grow and mature to become the wonderful people you are. As you move on to the next chapter in your life, remember our roots and values that unite us as Jews. Continue to apply them and make a difference in the world. Spread your wings and fly as high as you can, and be blessed in all you do and pursue. פרסו כנפיים ועופו, והגיעו ברכה, בהצלחה.
איך שהלב נפתח, חובק את העולם. הכל אפשר, זה לא מבוזר. השחר בעולם, זמן העבר. יחד לב אל לב, נפתח ונראה. דרכו שבא שמיים, בכל מקום, כל הזמן, יש לכולנו גדול והקטן, ימים יפים וגם פחות, ובינינו תשובה לכל השאלות, יש אלוהים, אחד גדול, ובעולם הזה נותן לנו מקום, ונתבע בקרבנו, את הנתיב אנחנו מצליחים לפעול, וזה ידוע לחיים במתנה, הכל תפוי ברשות נכונה. מסכנה אני לא מפחד, את האמונה נאבד, ולנו יש את העולם, והוא שומר אותנו מכולם. מסכנה אני לא מפחד, את האמונה נאבד, ולנו יש את העולם, והוא שומר אותנו מכולם. העם הזה הוא משפחה, אחד ועוד אחד בסוד ההצלחה. עם ישראל לא יוותר, תמיד על המפה אנחנו נשאר, וזה ידוע חיים במתנה, הכל צפוי והרשות נכונה.
Well, Chief, you're back in my office for one last time. I guess it's time to say goodbye. It's been a wonderful 2 years with your entire class. I'm going to miss you dearly. You are ready for your next adventures all across the city, and I wish you all the best of luck. Please come visit us again, and see you around.
Tonight's gonna be a good night. That 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 tonight's gonna be a good night.
Eighth graders, it has been such a pleasure watching you learn and grow. Congratulations, Mazal Tov. I hope you go out into the world and make us proud.
All right, good evening, parents, families, faculty, clergy, board, staff, alumni, and the class of 2018. 2019, where are we? Deja vu. Classes, I have the last thing standing between you and your diplomas. I'll keep my remarks brief. First, I want to thank the person who put this slideshow together, this montage, Antonia Diaz, for all her efforts in producing this wonderful graduation event and supporting these graduates through high school admissions every step of the way. Thank you, Antonia. We would not be here without you. I also want to recognize English teacher, Miss Renee Krause. She's retiring after 29 incredible years at Sinai Akiba Academy. No school would be what it is without its teachers, and we're going to miss you, Renee. Finally, in the category of special recognition, I want to say a heartfelt thank you to Dr. Sarah Schulman. His leadership here for these past 7 years has been remarkable. I know what Sarah's thinking right now. It's not about me, it's about the kids. And that's exactly why I miss you so much. I recently asked teachers what they thought of this graduating class. Social studies teacher Miss Level said, "This is a special class full of deep thinkers and many kind souls. They've also tended to travel in packs as long as I've known them. They stick together." On a similar note, Ms. Green recounted how last year, before a stressful ERB math test, Lauren Rafua spontaneously led the class in the Shema prayer. The entire class joined in and suddenly felt some relief and a shared solidarity before the exam. I observed this togetherness firsthand, also at the end of 7th grade, chaperoning you in Washington, D.C., when you began to bond as a total class, nervously riding through turbulence on the flight, gathering around for a group photo in the steps of the Capitol building or on George Washington's Mount Vernon estate, always rocking your black FBI hoodies, looking sharp, learning about the complex history of the United States, and always supporting each other on minimal sleep, because very few of you complied with the appropriate bedtime we had set for you. Those experiences set you up for a notable 8th grade year filled with the numerous triumphs and failures that would ultimately bring you together. You cheered each other on in your TED Talks, which were outstanding, by the way, and you participated in an opt-in Hanukkah program initiated by Isla Kappa. Gaining confidence in the shared experiences of 8th grade, stressful high school admissions in the fall, crazy Purim skits in the spring, prepared you for your experiences in Israel and that amazing scene of drumming and singing in a Bedouin tent that Kobe so well described. This collective spirit continued to really gain momentum these past few weeks. You inspired each other to create sophisticated Jewish history raps with Ms. Lowenstein. You cheered each other on in the egg drop with Ms. Davidson, rooting for every individually created egg flying apparatus to land safely. Many eggs landed intact, others, sadly, not. But for me, the real takeaway was the way you encouraged each other. The real safety wasn't in the design of the egg flying apparatus, it was in the way you had ultimately found each other as a safe space. Afterwards, your science teacher, Ms. Davidson, said something to me like, "This class, they cheer for each other, they love each other, and I love them." This love for each other hasn't always been this way. It took time. It's been messy. It may continue to be messy. It's adolescence. But you found the genilut hasadim, the deeds of loving kindness. Even coming together very recently to take an all 8th grade midday nap in Ziegler Hall. chose to be in class. Reflected an act of rebellious, yet perhaps loving kindness. So graduates, as you go out into the greater world of high school and beyond, continue to live passionately, rely on each other, discover that next metaphorical Bedouin tent, the experiences that simultaneously connect you with new and surprising people while strengthening your existing community. And be grateful for every pot of honey. Congratulations, class of 2019. Welcome up the admin team, Dr. Shulkin, Reed Eliyahu, Rabbi Fai, Shelley Lawrence for the diploma.
Don't worry, I'm not going to sing your names. Miriam bat Binyamin V'Yafa, Brooke Absolute. Hannah bat David V'Nagina, Hannah Asher. Evan Netanel ben Meir Rachel, Evan Beller. Yakira Malka bat Meir Rachel, Hira Beller. Yonatan ben Shimon B'Sharona, Jonathan Bruchim. Yoshua ben Shimon B'Sharona, Joshua Bruchim. Abraham Shmuel ben Shalom B'Yisraela, Adam Leet. Doron ben Elia Vikarin, Doron Cohen. Noah Elia ben Shmuel Begalia, Noah Cohen. Zev Elon ben Golan Merav, Zev Gaslin. Elisheva ben Ruvain Betova, Elizabeth Getman. Matityahu ben Yehudit, Matthew Goldner. Ariel Yosef ben Yehuda Berachel, Ariel Hanassah. Sarah bat Nora Modania, Alexis Haruni. Leah Batigal Bashira, Leah Hay. Sarah bat David Bashirona, Sarah Horfar. Yehuda ben Carmel Begila, Kobe Isaacson. Matan ben Binyamin Velea, Aiden Jabahari. Joseph ben Micha Basimcha, Joseph Carlin. Hadassah ben Abraham Elisheva, Isla Katner. Chava bat David ben Michal, Haley Quanaria. Sapir ben Mordechai, Miriam, Trevor Lamashah. Aaron ben Shlomo Berachel, Jake Medizadeh. Ariel ben Ilan Mechofit, Ariel Moshe. Daniel ben Yosef Sharona, Blake Nazar. Yaakov ben Yosef Sharona, Ryan Nazar. Leah Bat Eliyahu Visara, Isabel Neiman. Mono Ben David Megiddo, Madden Akram. Yael Bat Moshe Belea, Sophie Porbala. Abraham Ben Moshe Belea, Aiden Porbala. Eva Bat Shimon Belea, Lauren Rahimi. Sarah Bat Hanoch Dorit, Lauren Rafua. Leora Bat Yaakov Ilana, Leora Rochelle. Leah Bat Yosef Beliba, Brooke Rosenblum. Yehoshua Ben Natan Bechana, Joshua Rusak. Odelia Bat Dani Vidit, Odelia Seged. Levi Ben Nitzav Bechana, Levi Shaked. Yonatan Ben Abraham Bevatia, Jonathan Shalom. Micha Ben Menachem Bechana, Maxwell Siemens. Aviva Bat Abba Yitzchak Uguria, Alexis Silverstein. Sarah Bat Ariel Masara, Sarah Stanislavsky. Sarah Bat Ahu Sharon, Tanya Tour. Sarah Bat Aryeh Berut, Sarah Wallach. Esther Bat Yosef Medina, Nicolette Zarami. Let's give it up for the class of 2019. At this time, we'd like to acknowledge, it looks to be about 2/3 of this class whose families will be leaving Sinai Akiba. So we want to take a moment to acknowledge the families who will be leaving Sinai Akiba but not leaving Sinai Temple, who continue to be part of our community. So we'd like to acknowledge the following families whose children will be graduating this year and they'll leave Sinai Akiba. We'd like to have you stand when I call your name, and at the end we'll give you some applause, and then we'll do a special bracha together. So please, the Absolute family, the Beller family, Goldner family, Getman family, Noah Cohen's family, Anasad family, the Wermars, the Isaacsons, the Medizades, the Lanishas, Leah Hayes family, Catler family, Carlins, John Harris, the Nazars, Akos, Purbamas, Segeds, the Rusak family, the Rosenblum family, Lauren Rafua and her family, the Siemens family, Sarah Wallach and her family, and Tanya Tour's family. At this time, I'd like to have all of the remaining families of these graduates please stand. And I'm going to ask the graduates to stand and face their families. And I'd like for all of us to sing the bracha that Hannah Asher spoke about today, and Shefianu as we commemorate this moment, the time when our students reach this milestone of graduation, and we stand together looking at each other and enjoying this moment, and we're grateful that we're here together. Let's sing together. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam שהחיינו וקיימנו והגיענו לזמן הזה. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם שהחיינו וקיימנו והגיענו לזמן הזה. I present to you the class of 2019.